An Israeli ground invasion of Lebanon could trigger doomsday scenes, all-out war, my friends. Welcome to your WTF Landia Radio Late Show. It's your girl, Char Michelle, and I hope that you are well. I hope that even under the circumstances of an all-out war, that you are better than well, my friends. Hey, we're here for a good one, not a long one, okay? Just sit back, relax, and buckle up, Betty's. It's going to be a live wire, this one. And I'm telling you what, listen, it's not funny. No one ever said that you know, these days that we're living in had to be funny. It's funny that we're living in these days, but it's not funny. Like the actual circumstances. Yeah, I digress. I'm going to get back and jump right into this, guys. The IDF could come face to face with troops trained by Britain. And here's the problem. So if we on the West here are looking at this with an eagle eye, because we're looking at NATO, and we're looking at Canada and America being a part of NATO. And so America, I should say. Canada is an ally. And we're looking at the problems that could arise out of being, you know, a just Middle Eastern conflict to a full-fledged war. And why is that? Why is that? You tell me. I tell you why. Well, because BRICS v. NATO is an actual thing that we can be looking for onto the horizons. If you recall yesterday, our breaking news podcast, we talked about the fact that, well, we could see full-fledged World War III by the end of this weekend. And we're going to discuss why the Middle Eastern country's London ambassador, Rami Mortada, has said that troops would not stand by idly and watch if Israel invaded or were to mount a heavy aerial attack. So if Israel is invaded, London's coming to call. They're coming to take care of their troops. Why? Because they trained them. And so last night, Israeli jets pummeled Lebanon with more than 50 strikes, despite calls for restraint amid fears and of spiraling conflict within the Middle East following a week of pager and walkie-talkie blasts, which has left the country in disarray. And I know that we've talked about this. We've talked about the fact that pagers have done a full-fledged comeback since the 90s. And who knew in a war zone that's what we'd be talking about, pagers. We'd be, you used to get mad at your girlfriend. You'd be like, you 304. It's all not funny, but here, thank guys for laughing. I love my audience. You're wonderful. This does not bring me joy to bring these news, but it is absolutely very important that we discuss. Mr. Mortada warned that Hezbollah has become a formidable fighting force, saying that a multi-frontal war in the region could radicalize a whole new generation of Europe. He told the broadsheet that we are facing all the risk of an all-out regional conflict, that's what we were been tirelessly trying to avoid. Well, if Israel is invaded, Lebanon's London ambassador, Rami Mortada, said it's going to be all-out war. Well, and that's what we have to keep our eyes on, guys. The eye on this particular prize is that we have certain nations, and I'm going to break it down in just very simple layman's terms. The BRICS: Brazil, Russia, Iran, China, South Africa, North Korea, and a partridge in a pear tree. A very strong, budding nation of almost 10 kings. Biblical prophecy, we're talking. And then we've got NATO, which is, us, the North American Alliance Treaty Organization. Okay, so we have, again, Canada, we've got Europe, we've got all of our friends that are ready to attack if Israel is even a hair singed. This is screaming Jeremiah 50, Ezekiel 8, Amos 1. It's all giving It's all giving, look, keep your eyes to the sky, look up because Jesus is near. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If I were kidding, well, I can't even, and normally I'm quick with it, but I can tell you what, I had a long day of just enjoying my life. And then I came home to the newsiest of the news, and we've been talking about the World War III has been bubbling up. It's like we know it's there. Many people don't, but the people who come here that choose to, the people that come to this broadcast, no matter what the pizza's calling, I think my kids just budged in and said, hey, pizza's here. They are oblivious. They are absolutely oblivious to the 100% true knowledge of the fact that a nuclear warhead could head this direction. But as long as they're eating pizza and they're unafraid, I'm happy about it. I can't get mad at them. I'm trying to keep it chill for them too. But that's the news of the day, guys. So, again, keep your eye to your sky. No fear. And just know that Jesus is ever near. We'll be back to speak more on the Middle Eastern Conference as it unfolds and see if the West has become involved in your next WTF Landia Radio Late Show Breaking News podcast. Until then, have a wonderful night and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, give them a shoe. And if they don't, just leave them alone. Later.